Jai Guruji everyone. Here's our 16th Satsang from the book Light of Divinity. The Satsang belongs to Ashwani Kumar Sharma uncle. He is the advocate in Chandigarh. And the heading goes, I was declared dead. After uncle met Guruji, uncle made a divine journey from hell to heaven. His troubles began immediately after his marriage. His wife Geeta was suffering from severe asthma. She remained disturbed and upset. She could not get a decent night's sleep and was distraught. As her mother had suffered from asthma, Geeta had seen what the disease could do. If Geeta's suffering was not enough, the problem haunted his daughter Tanya as well. The entire family was disturbed. Uncle would make the rounds to the market only to buy the medicine required by his wife and daughter. Both had a restricted diet. They became very weak and the color of their body and the face turned black. Then Guruji met his das, that is uncle. The devotional temperament seeks to fulfill itself in principally four kinds of relationships with the Guru. Seeing him as an incomparable beloved, as a sovereign master, as a soul friend, and the eternal father. Only Guruji knows what hell their life was. Guruji is the only one who can do the impossible. Thus Guruji only said, Kalyan Karta, to Geeta and Tanya, and they became well. Someone asked uncle to how is it possible that a man tells a deceased person Kalyan Karta and that human being who is suffering from a big problem becomes physically fit? Indeed, it is not possible at all for a man. But Guruji is God. Only God can do all the things that are not possible at all. Guruji's blessings are all powerful. After uncle's daughter and wife had recovered, he felt that he was in heaven. After some days, it was uncle who required Guruji's help. On 8 August 2004, uncle felt chest pain at night. He went to the doctor who gave him first aid and sent him home with advice to take bed rest. The next morning the pain started again half an hour after. Uncle had woken up. It was serious. The pain could be felt in the left arm, a telltale sign of the heart attack. The doctors gave him first aid and then sent him to the Hero Heart Center, DMC Ludhiana, for his ECG. Uncle asked a friend who was with him to take him to Guruji. His friend gave him a photo of Guruji the very next day, on 6th of August. His pain disappeared. On 7 August, Guruji found that two of the cardiac arteries were blocked and operated to put in 2 stents in them. In the evening, uncle's heart stopped and he was declared dead. Yet uncle regained consciousness after this final medical declaration. He did not know how much time it had taken him to come to. The doctors came to know of it when uncle answered their queries regarding his name and address. Seeing that uncle was very much in possession of himself, doctors hurried uncle to the operation theatre. Doctors confessed that he had terrified them a lot. Uncle knew that he lived only due to Guruji. If anyone dies, only God can give them a new life again. So Guruji is God. Soon doctors asked uncle what he was doing at the hospital and wondered if he was not interested in going back home. Of course uncle was. 2 Sangat members and friends, that is Narendra uncle and his wife, came to see uncle from Delhi. By that time, Ashwani uncle was better and was discharged. After a fortnight, Ashwani uncle went to Delhi to have Guruji's darshan to thank him for giving him a new life. At Guruji's, uncle had langar. He flouted doctors' orders with impunity since he was relishing eatables such as tikki and the golgappas as prasad. Now uncle was fully fit and satisfied. If that day he could write, it is only because of Guruji. Uncle had met Guruji and now he thought that he had achieved everything in the world. He was very happy and free of all the tensions. On top of all of this, Guruji has also given him his darshan. He showed uncle many things impossible for him to see. One day, Ashwani uncle was sitting near Guruji when he saw that Guruji has entered his body through the top of his head. Uncle thought that after some time Guruji would come out, but he did not. As this thought came into uncle's head, he saw Guruji coming out and suddenly converting into Lord Shiva. The holy river Ganga began flowing from his head and entered uncle's body. After that, the Sheshnag came out from the Shiva's body and entered through the top of the cranium into the uncle's body. And the Sheshnag then wrote Om and Om Namah Shivaya on his entire body. The Sheshnag picked out its stunts and threw them out. Now the Sheshnag take care of his body and of his heart. Guruji, that is Lord Shiva, told uncle that the Sheshnag would remain in his body always. Guruji then took out a knife, cut out a third eye, entered uncle's body through that eye and sat at a spot. Guruji then cut away his feet and affixed a new pair of feet with Om Namah Shivaya written on them and said that they will only go there where everything will be well. Then Guruji took out uncle's eyes and inscribed the Om there, saying that now the eyes will see only good things, not bad. The Om was written with the peacock feathers. Guruji always lives with uncle. At any time, we may have to leave our family members, our friends, but Guruji always lives with us. He takes all our tensions and gives us happiness. He is always there with us. He always lives with uncle also. Guruji is everything to uncle in his life. He is father, mother and friend. Uncle cannot live without him. He put himself, his children, everything on the feet of Guruji. Whenever he want, Guruji gave his darshan as a Lord Shiva, and Mother Ganga always comes from Guruji's body into uncle's head. Once Guruji in the form of Lord Shiva threw a trishul towards uncle. It passed through uncle's body and made a triangle around it. And Guruji said that this trishul would always stay with him. After some time, Guruji took his heart out and gave him a new one. Guruji said there will be no problem in the future. Then on the night of 17th May 2006, uncle dreamt that the two white-clothed messengers, that Yamdoots of the god of death, were standing beside him. They were telling uncle that your time is up. But Guruji appeared and told Yamdoot that he would not be going with them. The Yamdoots insisted, but Guruji told them that though his time was up, he would continue to live on earth. Guruji told them to go away, and they did so without uncle. Uncle woke up. It was around 1:45 a.m. and he felt that his heart was as tight as a screw. He thanked Guruji. Guruji had again saved his life. Indeed, Guruji had given him a new life many times. Uncle only requested that Guruji to keep him at his lotus feet till hundreds of lifetimes. And uncle prayed that he should always be working as per his will. Uncle handed himself over to Guruji forever. Uncle don't know much about the experiences he have had. However, whenever he looked towards Guruji, he found showers of rose petals falling on his divine form from the sky. Uncle had gone from hell to heaven only due to the grace of the Lord Shiva or Guruji. Uncle wished that the new life given to him by Guruji should run according to his wish and be swayed by nothing else. So that's our Guruji, and that's the Guruji's kripa on Ashwani uncle. Thanks for listening. Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji. Love you Guruji.